I'll talk about the Sasha Charlotte bit. They're going to do an Iron Woman match at Roadblock End of the Road, which will now be their third feud-ending match. And of course, they will again be the first time ever this will have happened for the Raw Women's Championship. Not the first one's happened, period. That was Bayley Sasha, which was an amazing match. Of course, Sasha saying that she is the Iron Woman. No, there's Bayley too. But that's okay, because Bayley had the thing too. She took on Alicia Fox. So the big pop for Bayley has dwindled horribly. Probably because they brought her in and they're like, all right, here we go. She's going to feud with Dana Brooke. Okay, and then she's going to... Alicia Fox? Okay. So we continue the Charlotte Sasha bit. They brought in Ric Flair. Most entertaining thing that Ric Flair did this week is tied into another story, which I'm glad they twisted just a little bit. Rusev and Lana were getting into an argument, overheard by Enzo and Big Cass. Lana was doubting her marriage to the most manliest man ever man. But then Enzo's like, hey, maybe I got a shot. How you doing? You see what I'm packing? How you doing? She then texts him her room number at the hotel. She wants to know, how you doing? He's like, oh man, what am I going to do? My Uber driver's not here. At which point Ric Flair pulls me. He's like, what's up? Ow! Woo! How you doing? Woo! How you doing? Woo! How you doing? Woo! And it was sweet. I freaking love Ric Flair. Amazing professional wrestler. Probably the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Gives him his limo. He'd be kiss stealing. Woo! How you doing? Wheeling dealing. Woo! How you doing? Jet flying. Woo! How you doing? Limousine riding. How you doing? Woo! It's like from one certified G to another. Thanks, man. Goes to the hotel and he's like, I gotta go. And I was like, just want somebody to drink? I really need to go. How about a strawberry? I'm uncomfortable. And every time he's like, I want to know. She does something more seductive to him. And next you know, you have Enzo with no pants on, no shirt. At which point, Rusev crushes him. Throwing him against the wall, pounding him on the couch, throws him through a chair, and I was thinking, man, there's this big, like, bar area. Smashes a vase across backside and just chucks him into the hallway. All while Big Cass is waiting in the ring for his match with Rusev. Good. I hate the I'm a heel, so I gotta be an abusive boyfriend bit. It's old, it's tired. But they tweeted just enough to be Lana and Rusev laying a trap to destroy Enzo to keep Big Cass out away from it. Good. That means Big Cass and Rusev have a match. It's going to be Big Cass as the House Fire. Dig that. Dig that a lot. It's going to be good. They did a tussle in Texas where Mark Henry, murder, death, killed, somebody going to get their wig split. Titus O'Neil. I've described this fight longer than it happened. Titus O'Neil ran at Mark Henry, World's Strongest Slam. 1, 2, 3. Throw up the horns. Crowd of Texas is happy. Match is done. Okay. The tag team match where the club took on the newly galvanized Sheamus and Cesaro. A nice, hard-hitting Hossie to Haas fight. With the New Day sitting on beanbag chairs. Getting in both their faces. Which has led to the... Ready for it? Did the New Day and the club and Cesaro Sheamus get into a fight? Oh no. Triple threat match for the title next week? Oh no. If they lose, they don't break Demolition's record. Okay? So they're pretty much taking on the two viable tag teams in a match. But they've beaten both of them several times. It's something, I guess, maybe, kind of. Lots of cruiserweight matches where Jack Gallagher took on Arya Daivari. At first, Gallagher comes out to frickin' crickets, with the crowd kind of going, it's different enough. By the end of the match, after he got us to the moves kind of creatively, which is what he does well, and the crowd was like, oh, I like that. He did like a handstand to get that. That's neat. I like that. Oh, that's good. He hits a stiff headbutt, falls back into the corner, hits with that wicked running drop to the face in the corner, gets the victory, and the crowd's like, well, they're like, mini Sheamus in the bright colored trunks. I dig him. He wrestles like Daniel Bryan. And I was like, he won the crowd over. Good for him. Good for him. Rich Swann took on TJ Perkins. Rich Swann comes out relative crickets. TJ Perkins, they need to change his entrance ramp because it shows him rocking the title. He ain't got the title right now. Perkins comes out to a mild pop. A little pop. And their match is highly competitive. I will say, I like when you have two guys who occasionally dance. When they steal those dance moves, is like the taunt from doing moves back and forth. Swan, great to watch in the ring. They did a bit from his 205 Live, where he dedicated the win to his mother, talking about how his dad died when he was young, while he died when he was young, to wrestling saved his life. It's a beautiful story. Beautiful story. I hope they can do more with him. Guys like him, Cedric Alexander, they've got these amazing stories. TJ Perkins, same thing. They've got these young group of people with really great self-sacrificing stories that you can just build a tremendous amount of just... That's me, Daniel Bryan. It was no one thought I could make it. I'm a small guy. I'm not gonna be this. I'm not gonna be Roman Reigns. I'm not gonna be John Cena's size. But it doesn't mean that I can't accomplish everything. I can't achieve my goals. Just because I'm a short man, I can still reach that brass ring and get the top rung of that ladder. And in 3 hours, you should be able to get those stories across easily. But the cruiserweights are the new Divas division. Just they're allowed to go more in the ring. They're given no context and very little reason as to why people should care. I'm going to push it again. I really think that when they brought them out, that they really should have done a bracketing system. That they should have done, like when you win, you progress up. And that's how you can be like, oh, you beat so-and-so, and he's, like the number 3 ranked guy. And because it makes so much, you've got like 12 guys. It's easy to do the adjustment. If someone wins a tag match, the person who scores the pinfall is the one who goes up. And his tag team partner goes up along with him. Make it, keep the tournament aspect of it, just to see if people actually care about, oh, now these matches, you win these matches, you get closer to winning the championship match. It's simple, it's easy. TNA did it for a while, and it was interesting, and it worked. It allows you to take a fresh concept, you want to treat them differently, you want to give them different color ropes, different color apron, and all that. Tweak that too. Make it like an actual legitimate, here's our pseudo-sport tournament style. But I digress. Owens came out to talk about Seth Rollins, who opened the show, saying he wants Triple H, because it's been several months, we gotta build a WrestleMania now. So Owens like, well, I got Chris 3 gifts. 3 gifts. 1 gift, you are taking Chris Jericho Roadblock. Okay. Gift number 2, Jericho's taking on Roman Reigns for the title. Okay. And number 3, you get a match against the Big Show. Big Show and Rollins, decent match. You can tell Show's age and mobility is starting to wear him down, but for being the big lumbering man who's just massive, and every time he punches somebody, it's devastating. That's his role. He works it well. It was great. Owens got in his face. Show was like, I'm going to say, chokeslam. I'm out. I'm dealing with this pedigree from Rollins. And Owens is like, well, I just got attacked by 2 different moves. Taking on Sami Zayn now. The weird thing is, Sami Zayn and Owens were here. Now Owens is way up here, and Sami Zayn's way down here. But they put on a hellacious match. This goes to prove that you can have guys with great chemistry. They don't need to fight every month. They can have their blow off, and then you can go back to it when you need a really solid match. Just saying. This is almost all Sami Zayn, and Owens hits an out of nowhere power up 1, 2, 3. It's a good match. Good match. I like it. That was good. Jericho, Roman Reigns. Jericho is doing probably some of the best work of his entire career right now. Beautiful counters. There's a spot towards the end where Reigns is like got his head between the ropes. Owens hits a super kick, staggers Reigns. Reigns hits a code breaker. 1, 2, kick out. You know what? That is the moment they should have ended the match. Had they ended the match there, Owens and the apron like, "What do you mean it was 2?" Jericho's like, "What the? No, I didn't need your help. Get out of here." I'm thinking, here's where he eats the spear. Nope. Doesn't eat the spear out the bat. He eats a rebound spear. Oh. It would be interesting seeing, Owens cost Reigns his title. Jericho gets the one title that eluded him. That then makes the next, that makes Roadblock. Owens versus Jericho for the title. So then, if Rollins were to win, he could become the first person to hold both the World Heavyweight Championship with the U.S. title and the Universal Championship with the U.S. title. Just stack his accolades up. And that way then, if Roman Reigns were to beat Owens, then you could have Owens, Rollins for both titles. Instead, Roman is only going after the Universal title because Reigns will then be double champion. Thought the match was great. Jericho is really fantastic. I was almost actually hoping that had Jericho had won, then you have both be successful against the Shield guys, but the Shield guys in the Royal Rumble. Then you could have easily done the blow-up match. Could have been Jericho Owens at the Royal Rumble. Both titles on the line. You know they're heading that way anyways. Because Rollins has got a dance partner lined up with Triple H. Owens Jericho, you can run that. Because we're in December now, you can run that up until the winner of the Royal Rumble. And it would have been solid. Then Reigns could take on whatever. Reigns could be the guy who fights Goldberg, Lesnar. Maybe he faces John Cena finally. But all in all, Raw again is a mixed bag. I dig women's wrestling, but I am so tired of seeing Sasha and Charlotte. Because when it comes to that title, Nikki held it for over a year. Charlotte held it for several months before it became rechristened. And now Sasha's held it. So we're at about the 3-year point with only 3 people holding the title. But 2 of them, one the longest reigning champion, 2 of them are now both 3-time champions. For this match to have any gravitas at the end at all, Sasha needs to win. It needs to be decisive, not like a 3-4. It needs to be like a 5-3. She needs to get a successful series of victories. If Charlotte beats Sasha, why have Sasha win on a Raw? They're trying to just do as a stopgap to Bayley. Here's what you do: you make this Iron Woman match a triple threat match because Bayley's been in an Iron Woman match too. You make it Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte. Whoever gets the most pinfalls becomes champion. Then you put the belt on any of those 3 because the other 2 can lay claim to, oh, well, you pinned me once, but you pinned so-and-so twice. I should be the new number 1 contender. You can then do Sasha, Charlotte, or Sasha, Bayley. It doesn't matter. The two people who are not holding the title, they can do a number one contendership match and Royal Rumble. So I think then at the pay-per-view after that, you can run that pretty effectively into WrestleMania. Now it feels that they're going to go with Sasha, Charlotte, and the year, 'cause it will be the feud that lasted since Royal Rumble. And then try to have Bayley go from doing nothing to being in a championship match. At least with this way, she has a way of at least laying claim to deserving to be in the match. Because she actually beat Sasha into the first ever women's Iron Man match, as well as the first time women headlined a network special.